What's good with YouTube? Y'all already know. Big Flocka with a convict's perspective. And I'm going to smash it, dash it, slide on through because y'all already know what time it is. I got that little bit of energy. Please hit the like, subscribe, comment, man. You already know what time it is when you hit that bell notification for future fire content. This is what we're bringing to you today. You know, I think a lot of us, man, that in life we've always wanted to have dreams, trying to make it in life, to be a success story. And sometimes along that path, man, we hit a bumpy road. But sometimes you got to keep on pushing forward, never give up. Because it's only a dream if you allow it to be a dream. Sometimes you got to change it and turn it into your own reality. And that's what my next guest did, man. This is going to be a good one. This guy works hard, funny, from the streets. Hey, but today he's a success story.
Man, and check this out. I got a special guest. You guys are in for a special treat, man. I know this man personally. He's close to my family. He's like family, basically. You know what I mean? That's my black cousin right there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyways, he's gone from being on the streets, doing his thing, whatever he was doing back in the days, to now being a successful business owner, man. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. You know, because the accomplishments he's made in his life today, man, he's living fucking lavishly now, legitimately. And he's a business owner. He's out there dealing with people that are giving keys to houses and all kinds of stuff that he never thought. You give him the key to your house, you know. Let everybody know, let tell yourself, man.
So my name is Todd. I own Three Kings Junk Removal out here in the Bay Area, Fairfield, California. I started this business back in 2016, end of 2016, and it was a struggle, but I'm glad I did it. And you know, I'm from Frisco, born and raised. I'm out of Lakeview, California. That's where I was born. Went to graduated Balboa High School, class of 1995. So to get to where I've been now, it's been a blessing. Just to say I lived to 44 has been a blessing. A lot of my classmates didn't make it. My junior high friends didn't make it. And the ones who make it, the ones who made it out of the hood, I see them, you know, twice a month. They ain't doing good. They're still stuck in the same old hustle and bustle. But you know, to each their own. I don't knock, I don't discriminate. Do what you do. I just picked a different life.
How was your early age to get to where you are today? Because I know you weren't just there right off top.
Nah, so you know, I've been to prison. I know we touched on that when we were all on the boat. We were salmon fishing that the first time I met you. I've been to prison. I'm not stuff that I'm not proud of. I did a lot of nonsense back in the day. And it just took me to stop being a knucklehead to realize there's better for me. And the moment my dad set me on his knocked me on my ass, I should say, is the day I was like, you know what, there is better, and I need to. So all it took was me to be incarcerated one time, my freedom taken away. I never looked back.
How much time did you do on that?
1 year.
1 year?
I did 8 months in county, 1 year, and 1 year. With time served, I did a year, and I did a year in Quentin.
Oh, at least you get to stay in Quentin. You really didn't get to go out there and you know what I mean?
No. Yeah, no. Yeah. I think between Quentin and county, I think I was
You all right, huh?
Yeah, I was all right.
What year was this?
This was 95.
Oh, you
this
was
19, yeah, right out of high school.
From San Francisco?
Yep, from Frisco.
I mean, you must have been doing something. You must have been doing something bad, because San Francisco doesn't send you to prison unless you're doing something.
We was into the shit. I mean, during that time, you know, it was a lot of turf wars going on. You know, in the black community, it was never about a color when it was about turfs, different turfs. Yeah. And you know, we pushed a lot of drugs. We did this and we did that. Nothing. I don't like talking about it, to be honest. But
I get it.
It went there, and it went there quick. So
you get out of prison, and where does your life take you there, man? Because for the viewers out there now, he's a very successful businessman, man. Very successful right now.
As soon as I got out, I was kind of lost. But being that my mom had just died, And I really was just trying to help my dad out, to be so honest. And when we left Frisco and moved to Vegas, we moved to Las Vegas in 2000. And in 2000 was from once I got out of prison to 2000, I was just pretty much just doing whatever I could. And when I say that, in Frisco, different hustles, whether it be going out to the Giants game and selling bottles of water for $1 or $2. That's what we did. Selling tickets, scalping tickets. That's what we did. It wasn't until we moved to Las Vegas is when my dad told me, you got to get a career. I didn't know what that was going to be, but you got to get a career. So I started making T-shirts, printing T-shirts, slanging them. Then I got into hoodies, slanging them. And then I got into a trade. I started painting. When I started painting, I was like, whoa, this is okay. So I painted for at least 8 years. And it cost me a lot. I was never home from my family. During that whole time, I had 2 kids. So I was never home because I was always making that money. I was painting. Christmas, I was painting. Thanksgiving, I was painting. I just wanted that money. And it wasn't for me. I was trying to give my kids a better life than I had.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
So you went from there, and then you were painting, and you decided to you're raising the kid that has part of the business owner. He's not even your kid, right?
Yeah, I got a stepson that's actually downstairs right now with my step granddaughter. That's I was with this mom for 12 years.
12 years. He calls you dad.
And he calls me dad. I'm the only dad he knows.
And he's always with you.
Always with me.
Not with the
always
mom.
With me.
Yeah,
Nope.
that's a good,
Straight
good
up.
man there.
Yeah.
Good man there, man. Yep. And the funny thing about it, right, is I heard some stories that you'd be in the supermarket and he comes up to you, hey, dad, his son's white, right?
People kill me with that. Like,
look at that. Like, what do you mean, dad?
Hey, and it's all that they do it all the time. Like, whoa, did he just call you dad? Yeah, that's my son. No, that's my son. Yep, blue eyes and everything.
And how do you play it off? You say, like, you ever have any like strange encounters where you're like, just tell me, yeah, man, I know it came out white, but he's still mine.
All the time. That's what I say. Hey, he came out white, he's still mine. You know, I don't know what his mom was doing, but hey, it doesn't matter. You know, he's here. 22 years later, he's here. He's mine.
That's
it
right,
is what it is. Yeah.
Good man for that. Good man for that, man. You know, raising kids that ain't yours is kind of hard at times, man. And
definitely,
but they're part of the business too, man. And tell them how you started the business.
So, when I got tired of painting, and because it was just taking a toll on my family life, because I was just never home.
Yeah,
painting is. I mean, you're working 10 hours a day because I was doing piecework. So if I didn't finish the house within 3 days, I'm not getting paid. So I had to like spend 10, 12-hour days. That got old real quick, obviously. So I finished a project one time, and I went to the dump. I had a lot of paper and tape. I had to it wouldn't fit in the garbage can. I went to the dump, and I met a young cat. And young cat, he's about 22 years old. He seen me unload my pickup truck, and we just started rapping. And he said, you know, what do you do? I told him what I did. And he asked me, how much do you make, if you don't mind me asking? I said, this is what I make. How long do you work? I said, this is how long I work. Then he was like, man, I do junk removal. I do hauling. I'm like, okay. Because when I was growing up, I seen just all the Latin people were hauling. I seen little trucks running. I was like, what are you doing? You're not making no money. I didn't know. I had no idea. So once he opened my eyes to that, and he took me under, and for a whole year, and once I got the knowledge in the game, I opened up my own business, and I never looked back. This is 2016. Here we are, 2022, and I'm living good. I'm living good.
So you're making over 6 figures right now.
Easy. Yeah, easy. I do about 220 a year. Yeah, for sure.
How many? That's good money, man. That's within 6 years, guys. How many other successful minorities have you met out there in the business field? Is there a lot, or is it mostly white and Asian? Well, I mean, what is it?
Honestly, it's mixed. I can't even say it's a mix. It's mixed for sure. It's and
The American opportunity is there.
yeah. Oh, it's definitely there. I would have never known it was there. I assumed that it was. I'm like, okay, I'm a minority in the business. I only know the other person I know in the business that I'm close with is your brother. So I'm just like, okay. But when we went to North Carolina this past October, and I saw people from around the world, Latino, Asian, black, white, and we were all, you talk about 1,200 people under one roof for 3 days. That's really opened up my eyes to be like, yeah, this is big.
Now, tell me some of the crazy, funny stories that you've had in the field working, man. I know you've had some crazy stories, man.
Oh, oh shoot. We meet some characters. We meet a lot of funny people. We meet a lot of weird scenarios. I think the weirdest scenario we've met was when we had a stripper. And I had no idea it was a stripper. At the time I took he was 11 at the time. My son is now 14. My biological son is 14 now. And it was me and him, 8 o'clock in the morning, and the lady answered the door. She had on a half top and some panties. She wanted her bed removed because she was getting a brand new bed in a few hours. So we was taking the bed apart, and I swear it was the biggest dick I've ever seen in my life. She had the biggest black dildos, like it was just underneath her bed. I was like, what the okay, all right, So once we got the whole bed taken apart, my son goes, so ma'am, do you want that? She was like, yeah, I think I better keep it. So Dominic, my son's name is Dominic. He goes, yeah, that's going to do some damage. I was like, oh, wow.
Oh,
That
wow.
was funny shit. Yeah. Had that, and then she tipped us and whatnot. Honestly, she made me a cup of coffee, and I mean the job was done after that. But I swear to this day, I probably do probably 2 jobs a month for her. Small pickups, but yeah, outrageous pickups. Like
Outrageous pickups, huh?
outrageous pickups. Yeah, yeah. I have a bag of clothes I don't need anymore. Can you donate them? Yeah, for sure. What do you have? Oh, just bra, panties. Lingerie. I can. You want to see them? No, it's okay. You don't need to take a picture. I get the visual. I'll be over there in the morning.
Wow.
So yeah, stuff like that. That happened. Yeah, that's probably my most craziest and funniest job for sure.
Anybody ever get violent?
Never.
Never. Okay.
Never had anybody take it there. I've never ran into anything crazy like that. I can say this. I can say the most profitable thing and craziest find I've ever had. We did a house for some investors. They bought the house on an auction. They walked in, house was full. They called me, we don't want nothing. We're going to flip the house. Okay. $60,000 in gold. In the garage, in a suitcase, in vials. Pure gold. We waited all out, 60 grand. That went right in my truck. Didn't say anything. To this day, it's in my safe deposit box. Craziest find
People
ever.
do that kind of stuff. They tell people stuff like this. Like they don't even want to go check it. Their relative dies, right? And they don't even want to go look or anything. It's just show. You know what I'm saying? They want to sell the house and get their money. They're not even worried about anything else.
And get their money. Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
those kind of people. It's like, okay, all right. But then you'll see them saving all the rich stuff that's worth money. I mean,
all day, all day, for sure.
What's the craziest job you did?
Craziest job I did was right before we went to North Carolina a few months ago. A realtor calls me up and she says, I have a house clean out. It's not bad, Todd. Okay. She goes, here's the lockbox combo. Me and my crew, we go there. She says she's going to meet us in a half an hour. So we're downstairs. We cleared out. Mind you, the house wasn't bad at all. So we're probably 15 minutes into the job when the realtor shows up. She says, have you guys looked around the house upstairs? No, we haven't made it upstairs. Oh, let's go take a look. We go upstairs, and this is on my Facebook. It was a Roman bathtub full of, the lady had about 10 years of used tampons in her tub. She never took a bath. It was 5 feet tall. 5 feet. We had to shovel them all out. They were just stacked. Used tampons. I can't even make this up.
What'd you tell her?
I said, this is out. What the hell? And the realtor was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Charge me whatever. This is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. We shoveled it all out. We snow shovel into a bag. It was 15 bags, 15 20-gallon bags filled up of used tampons.
How bad was the smell in that motherfucker?
Whoever did it, it was no smell because they were so old. So everything was wrapped in tissue, wrapped in tissue, wrapped in tissue, wrapped in tissue. So it was literally like that was their garbage. They would wrap them, throw them in the tub. So, I mean,
I thought
it was no smell.
I thought it was some like used tampons everywhere. Oh, okay.
No.
Man.
There was no smell at all.
So you remember the projects? You grew up when the projects were out there in Frisco, huh?
Lakeview had no projects. We were the only hood that never had no projects. We just had a hood.
No, but remember they used to have the project, the towers. I'm talking about.
Oh, Geneva Towers. That's Sunnydale for sure. Yeah. They had before they blew those things up. Yeah.
They blew the shit out though, man. Growing up in Frisco, man, it's kind of awesome though. People from Frisco, man, you guys got that natural business acumen though. Look at JT, the bigger figure. Look at Gold Toes. I mean, people either you get money or you're gonna go broke. That's just there's no way.
Go broke. Yeah.
So it's awesome to hear your story and know that you went from doing whatever you were doing on the streets. You know what I mean? That's a past life, right? You can't forget where we come from.
Right.
Doing what you're doing now. What type of advice would you give to anybody out there that's, like, hey, the hood's got me down. They don't want to give me a chance. I'm on parole. I'm on this. What advice to them?
Honestly, I would say focus on something and don't let nobody deter you. Don't look back on the past. Focus on the future. Set a goal and do it. You're going to have hiccups. Always look forward. Keep going forward. And the naysayers, don't listen. Leave them in the rear view. Leave them in the rear view. Trust me when I tell you this. Leave them in the rear view because it will be greater later.
How long did it take you to start turning a profit?
A year. 1 year.
A year?
It took me a year because I just kept putting money back into my company.
So you had okay. You started off kind of slow, like okay. Yeah, business. There's all kinds of business opportunities. I just think a lot of people don't pursue it though. They just kind of feel like they're not gonna be able to achieve it. You know what I mean?
Oh, all the time, yeah. And you gotta. I mean, if you believe it, it's gonna happen. You just gotta. The business owner has to believe in his dream. Forget everybody else around you. If you believe in it, put your feet to the pavement. It's gonna happen. But you have to wholeheartedly believe in it, or it's never gonna happen. You're never gonna go anywhere. Treat it like a business, and it will definitely pay dividends.
Now, how is it being like a celebrity in the business? You're a celebrity now, I heard.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, man. I didn't realize. I think I'm just an average Joe, but when we went to North Carolina last month, I was shocking. People wanted to take pictures. I mean, they wanted to buy you drinks. I didn't know. I mean, and in my head, I'm just normal.
I know you was drinking. I know you was drinking like hell yeah. Come on,
oh shit! I mean, I got drunk every night. It was crazy just to see how me being on various channels have touched people's lives, and it was crazy. Like I didn't want. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to feel like I was a celebrity, but damn, it felt good. I was like, oh yeah, I'll take another one, top shelf.
I mean, you guys are funny, man. You guys are creative. You guys just are always doing something that's entertaining, and you guys are enjoying life, man. You guys are taking
Enjoying
trips,
life.
cabins, buying boats.
Hey, buying boats, going fishing. I mean, it's
But you go hunting. You won't go hunting because of duck hunting. Remember what happened with you at duck hunting?
yeah. So
Tell that story. That was a good one.
which duck hunt store? The duck hunt when I was in the outhouse? I mean, when I was taking the
but
porta potty?
you thought that? Yeah, tell these people this. I got
So I do go duck hunting now. But when I first started duck hunting, I was with my two oldest kids' mom. And we had a fight. She batshit crazy, whatever, whatnot. And I'll be a monkey's uncle if she waited for me to go into the outhouse, the porta potty, to take a shit, and she fucking rammed it. When I say I'm on the toilet minding my own business, imagine taking a shit and in count to 2 seconds and bloop, what the?
She ran it over.
Ran it over. And when I talk
didn't
about
know
shit
that.
on me, it wasn't. Yeah.
I wasn't even talking about that story. I didn't even know
Oh,
this
I
story.
don't know. That's the craziest story when I was duck hunting. The other one was,
When they were saying something about black or something like that, you thought they were talking about you.
so it's a real redneck sport. I'll keep it real. But in the nighttime, when the time changes in the late spring, the time changes. So when you're camouflaged out, I normally wear a mask that comes up to about here, like what they call a pushisti, but it's camouflage. Then I have a hat on, which is camouflage too. I have a big parka on, and I have camouflage gloves. My gun is around my, my from my chest to my back. So you're walking in the morning, going to your assigned area to hunt, and it's the racism crazy. They don't know who you are though. You're just going along, you're talking whatnot, and a lot of people say, "Damn, Todd sounds white," which I probably do. It's all good. And when that morning came, and the sun comes up, and they look up, and they were talking shit about, "Oh yeah," they look. Yeah, I'm black. Yeah, I'm black, bud. Sure am. It's crazy. Like, whoa.
They were talking.
The jokes.
They were talking shit.
The jokes they were saying.
They were talking
Yeah,
racist shit to you.
the racist shit they were saying when we were walking was like, wow. We all got guns. You may have more than me because I'm outnumbered. Obviously, I'm hunting by myself. You guys got 6, okay. But and then when the light at first light, and they look up at that same guy who was walking down the check with you, and they realize he's black. Totally different. Totally different. It's like, oh my God.
They must have been worried. They must have been worried, huh?
Straight up. It's like, whoa. The jokes were out of control. It's just a real racist world. It is what it is.
Yeah, do you have to deal with that as far as in the workplace?
In the workplace, I deal with it every day. Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
How so?
Because you'll be surprised. So it's like 3 Kings. This is Todd. Yeah, hey Todd, I need da removed. Okay. Can you send me some pictures? No problem. They send me the pictures. I text them back. Let's say $300. Okay, perfect. What time can you be here tomorrow? 3:00. Okay, cool. So we get there at 3 p.m. Ding dong. Can I help you? Yeah, I'm Todd from 3 Kings. You spoke yesterday. There you are. Shocked. Completely shocked. Don't know, like, whoa, he's black. Yeah, I am. And that's every day. I get that a lot. They'll be like, yeah, well, I spoke to your boss. Don't you spoke to Todd? I'm Todd. Oh, you are? Yeah, I am. So yeah, it's definitely a challenge to see a black guy like running a show, and especially to see you have white workers working for you. That's really a challenge. And then to see you have a white worker as a driver and you are a passenger, so you, in their eyes, I'm getting chauffeured now. They go, like, Yes, like that. He is the
Next,
driver.
next time they do that, next time that you do that, ask the guys to come up to you and say, "Yes, master."
Yeah, yes, master. Yeah. But I
I
get
mean,
that a lot. It's a lot of racial. It's a lot of racial
I can
stuff
only,
in it.
yeah, I can only imagine. So, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, all day. I mean, we get the today. Perfect example. We quoted somebody a price. We were going to be there at 9. We were there at 9 o'clock this morning. They added some stuff. Here's the price, and then they go, my brother. Come on, my brother. Can you hook it up? Well, my brother died. He died about 15 years ago. So I don't have a brother. So no, I can't hook it up. I get it that we're the same nationality, but when you go to Walmart, do you say, come on, my sister, can you hook it up when the price is $200? You don't. You just pay.
Yeah,
You got to just pay me. I don't play the race card. Pay me. I'm a legitimate business. It is what it is.
that's interesting, man. Like, because we were discussing. I did an episode about the racial stuff as far as down south a little bit as opposed to down north, where the Latinos from up north get along with the blacks usually in the neighborhood for the most part.
Yeah.
Down south they have a little bit of issues.
Yeah.
They've had a little bit of racial issues popping up here and there. What's your opinion on that? I mean, what do you think as a black man would be the best solution for some of the problems that you see?
I mean, it just all depends. I'm probably the wrong person to ask this question to, because all my baby mamas and girlfriends are all Latina. My ex-wife, the mother of my first 2 kids, she's a norteña, 24th admission, and her name is Flaca. So that was that. My second baby mama, she's Cuban. She's from Las Vegas. So my current girlfriend, she's Italian, Mexican, and Filipina. So I've never,
Latinas, no.
yeah, I've never been with an African American woman in my life. So I've never been. The cards just never, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, guys. I've never have. So I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I mean, that's not. I mean, hey, at least you're spreading your wings. You're trying to go international.
Hey, God bless. Yeah, God bless me. Yeah, for sure.
Great,
For sure.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. You had a Norteña wife of the past.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. She's from 24th and Mission. Her brother was from 22nd and Bryant.
I know Bryant Street. Local. She must be Salvadorian.
He was a 2-2 hog. No, he's Mexican. He was a 2-2 hog.
Oh,
yeah.
Mexican. Okay. Yeah. I understand Bryant Street locals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're pretty cool out there. Yeah, San Francisco moves different, man, compared to else.
It moves so different. And like when we went to school, I went to Balboa, and if you in the 90s, when I was growing up in the 90s, going to high school, we made the news. You guys can probably look it up or whatnot, but we had a big race war. It was the blacks. It was the blacks versus the Browns.
Okay,
and I never could.
United Players is I know those people at United Frisco. I heard about this.
Yeah,
they started. That's how they started their group, I believe. Not like 92 or 93. Get all the groups together, start talking about.
Exactly. Everything. That's how it went down. You're right. And me being black, I was caught in the middle of all this. I'm walking down the street. My woman is Latina. And I told everybody, I don't politic. Y'all do what you guys do. But at the end of the day, she's my lady. She's Latin, I'm black, whatever. But I don't politic. I'm not into this. This is not, I mean, at the end of the day, like, you're brown, we're black, like, get a clue. We will all be slaves. Calm down. That's just how this shit rolls to me.
If anything,
it was mind-boggling.
That incident brought everybody together a lot closer, though, because then something happened with the Pacific Islanders shortly thereafter, and they were able to bring all the groups together. And now that's shit. I forgot what street that's on, but I've been to their clubhouse, man. They do a lot of stuff with the kids
they do. And let me tell you about you guys call them Pacific Islanders. This was the craziest thing in life.
I use that term because there's so many different, you know what I mean? Filipinos,
So many different, yeah, for sure.
Samoans, Tongans. That's why I use that in a generalized term.
So that's why it was literally, and I shit you not, you can ask anybody who grew up from 90 to about 97, 90 to about 95. We went to sleep one day. We went to sleep. And we woke up and we went to 24th and Mission. What the fuck who are they? The Samoans just came out of nowhere. And they came in herds. I was like, what the fuck? The Samoans, the Tongans, and Samoans, Tongans, they didn't get along during that time. You couldn't call a Samoan a Tongan. You couldn't call a Tongan a Samoan. That was just bad. But they came out of nowhere in herds. Like you went to school one day and they were just there. Like, what the fuck? Coolest people that I've ever met. Coolest people that I've ever met. And they meshed so well with everybody. Maybe because they were so goddamn big, but hey, I'm mad at them. They just meshed well. And they started hanging out in any turf that they wanted to, whether it be Mission, whether it be Sunnydale, whether it be Lakeview, Hunters Point, Patrol Hill, the TLs, they hung out wherever they wanted to. And it seemed like they were all related in somehow, some way. I was like, wow, all right, big families. But yeah, I got done but love for them. But yeah, for sure. They everything meshed together then. I was like, whoa.
Did you see what's going on in Frisco? You think about all that, all the poverty and all the it's worse now. It's bad. Like the Tenderloin is the Tenderloin spreading out to areas around it now.
I was there last night, and I finally got to see it really firsthand last night because I got family in town and they wanted to go to San Francisco to visit. Oh, it's bad. It's so bad. Like, whoa. I don't remember it. It's never. I mean, me growing up till now, I've never remembered it like this. It's bad.
Exactly.
I'm like,
exactly.
Man, it's sad.
It out there is crazy, and they're starting to gentrify a lot of areas too now. The rents, they're moving people out of certain areas because, you know what I mean? It's going on. The same thing that happened in Chicago is starting to go on in a lot of places on the West Coast where they moved everybody out the projects, the hood, right? And then they had to go somewhere. So that, you know, they got money, they got this, they went in different areas, and now you have everybody that's feuding they're in these new areas fighting over it, man. It's kind of crazy. Anyways, Todd, I want to thank you for having me on the show. I want you to do a couple of impersonations though before we head out because you're good at those impersonations, man.
Impersonations. Oh shit. You gotta have me back on for sure, bro. Hold on. Let me think of a good one. Let me think of a good
Donald Trump, guys.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
He does a good Black Trump. Or what about that? What about you could do Black Trump's good, or the I don't know. You do one of your impersonations. You do some good ones, man. You can have me cracking up.
Sleepy Joe. You were never our president. You're Sleepy Joe. What you have to do, if you want to win votes, just grab them by the pussy. That's all you got to do. Grab them by the pussy, Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe was never our president. He doesn't understand the concept of grabbing him by the pussy. Just ask Ivana. I grabbed her by the pussy every night. She'll tell ya. Guys.
Oh man, he's not a Trump supporter, guys.
And I'm not a Trump supporter, but yeah, he was a good one.
Yeah, man.
Have me back on the show whenever, bro. I think you have a great following.
Hey, throw your business. Hey, throw your business out there because if you guys are in the Bay Area, Fairfield, Vacaville, right?
Fairfield, Vacaville, Dixon, Vallejo, Rio Vista. Look us up. 3kingshauling.com. The number 3. 3kingshauling.com. We're number 1 on Google. We travel all throughout Solano County. It's a great business. Like I said, I've been in the business for a long time, since 2016, And I would appreciate your support. Give us a like on our Facebook page, 3kingshauling.com, or our Google page, our Yelp page, our Instagram page. Give us a like, give us a shout out, and I'll be helping to do business with you guys.
Most definitely. Let me end
Yes.
this real quick. Bam, I can end it. Hold on. That was